So George, the end of another season here at London Irish, finishing in 10th place, not what you or your squad would have wanted afterwards, but can you give us your thoughts on how the season went and how we can go forward next season?
Yeah, well, obviously we didn't quite end up in the position we wanted, like you say, but in terms of what we achieved behind the scenes and as a squad, I think it was a massive year for us. It's no secret there's been a lot of people in, a lot of people out, and over the last 2 years really. And I think in terms of having a good culture and a good group of lads, we've got that now. We're obviously adding to that as well for this season, and I think that's a big step forward for us. That's done now, and going forward we need to achieve some stuff on the pitch. But on the pitch, difficult year. We had some great games. Sarries away and Wasps away, and the start of the season was looking promising. We lost a couple of games by a few points, and then we fell off a little bit. But yeah, we're all disappointed at the end of it to be 10th because we put a lot in. There was no lack of trying. We just probably a bit of naivety, probably a little bit of inexperience in places. But you only get that from playing. We lost a lot of games by small margins, and we consistently did that. So you can't put that down to bad luck. You have to put that down to things we can control. And they've all been identified, and we'll be taking care of that next year.
It's an extremely competitive league, as we've seen. Any team in the league can beat anyone on its day. Wins away at Wasps and Saracens, and a good win at home against Harlequins prove that the squad are capable of competing with the top teams in the league.
Oh yeah, and you take the Leicester at home game where a couple of decisions go against us, and we, in terms of playing rugby, we win that game. We had a couple of games. I think it was Gloucester at home. We scored 3 tries, and they might have scored 1, and we lost out. There's some real positives to take, and like I say, I'm really confident in what we're doing. We've just got to understand and correct those small errors that I think by the end of the year we did. But we've had some real positives this year with guys coming through who, some of them had never experienced the Premiership, and actually they stepped up, and the core of our team and probably the best players who were leading it were guys you'd never heard of. But now you've heard of them, and now it's it's the next step for them is to take the next step, and people will be aware of them, and to play as well as they have this year and better whilst people are waiting for them. So yeah, it's competitive, but that brings out the best in people, and like you say, there's no easy games anymore. So every game's tough, but we did show against some top teams what we could do. We just need to be more consistent. I think one of the biggest issues for us this year was our small squad. I keep going back to that block of games where we turned Sarries, Wasps. We played 30 minutes at Wasps with 14 men, and then you played 20 minutes at Sarries with 14 men, and that takes its toll. And then when you're asking the same guys to go 80, Leicester at home 80, the 4th game Exeter away, the lads are just shot, and there's nothing you can do about that. All the top teams have players they can roll on each week, that they're confident will do the same job the guys they've taken off will do. So that's something that's been corrected for next year. Like you say, we've signed some real good quality. I think we've got 10 or 11 players coming in. Majority of them are experienced guys, hardened to the Premiership or top 14 or wherever they've been playing. So the experience and the bulk that brings to the squad will make a big difference, because it means guys haven't got to play 80 minutes every week, which for me is a massive thing.